Able South Carolina and the SC Disability Vaccine Access Network. Why did you get vaccinated? For my grandparents, for my nieces and nephews, for my patients, for my baby and myself, for my staff and my community. We asked people with disabilities from across cultural and ethnic backgrounds why they chose to get vaccinated against COVID-19 and the flu. Their reasons ranged from family and friends to coworkers, the people they serve, and self. The following is a collection of video shorts wherein they share their reasons told in English and sometimes their native tongue.
Good afternoon. My name is Boris Bolaños, and I'm a disabled veteran. I served in the Army for 30 years. And in terms of immunizations, COVID-19, flu shots, I believe that is important for our Hispanic community because they protect and provide a layer of safety. This is a public safety issue that we all need to be aware of. Immunizations is something that we got to take seriously because they protect us from, all these viruses, transitional viruses or seasonal viruses that, threaten our safety at some point in time in our community. I am vaccinated for my own health and also for the health of my community. Buen día. Mi nombre es Boris Bolaños. Soy un veterano discapacitado de las Fuerzas Armadas de los Estados Unidos. Serví en el ejército por 30 años y hoy quisiera hablarte brevemente acerca de la importancia de la campaña de vacunación en nuestra comunidad. El vacunarse es un asunto de salud y seguridad pública que nos debería preocupar a todos. Las vacunas ayudan a proteger nuestro sistema inmunológico y a prevenir la propagación de enfermedades infecciosas respiratorias tales como el virus de la gripe o la influenza y el VRS en niños y personas adultas. Te animo a que te vacunes hoy mismo y ayudes a proteger tu propia salud y la salud de otros en nuestra comunidad.
Hello, my name is Jennifer Wu, and I am vaccinated to protect not only my family but our community as well. Hello， 喂，你好，我叫 Jennifer Wu， 中文名字是武晶，然后我是打了疫苗，为了保护我的家里人和所有其他的人，谢谢。
Ebony Deloach, Disabled Vaccine Advocate.
I've received many vaccines to include my COVID and the flu, and receiving my vaccines were important to me because it allows me to spend time with family and friends. It also allows me to be safe and protected at work and when I'm in the community. And I got my vaccine, or vaccines are important to the community or for the community to keep us all safe and protected. So secure your shot. I got vaccinated for my niece and nephews to be able to spend time with them and so we can have fun, be healthy, and stay safe.
Hello, my name is Marley. I am from Lebanon. I've been in South Carolina for about 5 months now. I am vaccinated to protect myself and to protect my father. My father has diabetes and is a double amputee. Both legs are amputated, so I am vaccinated to protect him and myself from COVID-19.
أنا اسمي مارلي وأنا من لبنان إلي 5 أشهر بولاية ساوث كارولاينا. أنا مطعمة أحمي نفسي وتأحمي بيي عنده سكري وإجراه اثنيناتهم مقطشين وبدي أحميه وأحفي نفسي. من هيك مطعمة ضد عن الكوفيد 19.
Disabled Vaccine Advocate John Willis.
Okay, I got my COVID vaccine for my son. I have a 13-year-old son. That's one of my main reasons I got my COVID vaccine. I've also had COVID twice, and I definitely feel like that helped me get through COVID. I also own a business. I own a security company, and I have to be around my officers all the time. I got it because of them, and I also made sure they got it so they could make sure we are all protected. I live in one of the biggest complexes in Columbia, So I interact with a lot of people in my community, and that's another reason why I got my COVID vaccine. I got my COVID vaccine and my flu shot for my son.
Hi, my name is Daisy May. I'm a nurse here in Colombia. I got vaccinated for my community and my patients. Magandang hapon, ako po si Daisy at isang nurse dito sa Colombia. At ako ay nagpabakuna para sa aking mga pasyente at sa komunidad.
Hi, my name is Kason Stark. I'm the Mobility Management Assistant at Able, South Carolina. And I was vaccinated for COVID, for most of the vaccines. And it's important to me because I'm trying to protect myself, my daughter, family, friends, and the community, especially since I work with consumers here. And I'm also a Native American male. And with the Native American population from 2019 to 2021, the life expectancy fell from 71.8 years to 65.2 years. And COVID is largely to blame. And that rate of 65.2 years is basically the same life expectancy of Americans back in the 40s. Vaccine rates among Native Americans are the highest among the BIPOC community, but according to the CDC, Native Americans have died from COVID at one of the highest rates for race or ethnicity since the start of the pandemic.
Hello, my name is Alexander DeClet, and I work for Able, South Carolina. I'm a youth transition specialist. I work in the classroom with kids, and I'm vaccinated for the health and safety of my grandparents. Hola, soy Alejandro, y yo trabajo para Able, South Carolina, y mi trabajo es que yo soy el Youth Transition Specialist, y yo trabajo en la clase con los estudiantes, y estoy vacunado por la salud de mi familia, de mis abuelos también. Gracias.
Hi, my name is Daphne. I am a nurse here from South Carolina. I was vaccinated for COVID-19 for the protection and safety of my family, especially my son, who is just 3 years old. Hello, magandang hapon po. Ito po si Daphne Lisambangan, isa pong nurse dito sa South Carolina. Nagpabakuna po ako ng COVID-19 para sa proteksyon at kaligtasan ng aking pamilya, lalo ang aking anak na 3 taong gulang pa lamang.
Hello, I am Mary Alex Kopp. I am the Chief Public Relations Officer for Able, South Carolina. I am a person living with a disability that is invisible. I was born with a rare genetic condition that affects my gastrointestinal tract, and I am effectively in a state of remission. I am proudly fully vaccinated, having kept up to date with my COVID-19 and flu vaccines annually. Last fall, I got my vaccines in September, and about a month later, I learned I was pregnant with my second child. My pregnancy was a healthy one. I welcomed a very healthy baby boy this June. However, I contracted COVID-19 for the first time in December of 2022. At that point, it was my second trimester. Due to the pregnancy, there were little to no over-the-counter medications I could take to comfort me when I was sick. I spent nearly 2 weeks in full isolation from my family during the holiday season to keep them safe. Thankfully, no one else became sick, but I struggled experiencing morning sickness and COVID-19 symptoms like nausea, severe headaches, coughing, and difficulty breathing. I was concerned, so I called my doctor. They told me that by being fully vaccinated and up to date on my COVID-19 shot, I was doing the best thing I could for myself and for my baby. The CDC recommends that all pregnant people be vaccinated against COVID-19 to protect themselves and their pregnancies. There's a lot of data out there to back that up. It is dangerous to be unvaccinated and pregnant for both you and your baby. Thankfully, I did not require hospitalization, and my doctor and I fully attribute that to being vaccinated. A few months after my baby was born this summer, my family took a trip. Unfortunately, on that trip, I contracted COVID-19 for the second time in less than a year. As a postpartum breastfeeding mother, I was concerned about my new baby and my family contracting my sickness, so I isolated again. While isolated, I continued to pump breast milk to feed my newborn. My family remained well again, and I was able to share the antibodies I was gaining with my child through breast milk that he was fed. It's important to know that pregnant people and postpartum people are significantly more susceptible to sickness from COVID-19. Those of us who are pregnant and disabled or postpartum and disabled are at even greater risk of hospitalization, miscarriage, and even death. You can significantly reduce your risk by getting vaccinated. I know that my family is protected. We all got our vaccines for COVID-19 and the flu this fall, including my 4-year-old. My son will get his COVID-19 vaccine in just a few weeks when he turns 6 months old. While we may still get sick, we know we are protected against hospitalization and long COVID. And you can be too.
Why should I get vaccinated? 1 in 3 South Carolinians has a disability. People with disabilities are more likely to be hospitalized or die if they get COVID-19 or the flu. Protect yourself. Get your COVID-19 and flu vaccinations. Able South Carolina and the SC Disability Vaccine Access Network.